What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to another episode of What If Drafted, where we take draft scenarios that very possibly could have happened in real life and see what happens if that was in Madden. How overpowered would the team be? How much better or worse would a team be? And today, we're doing a simple one. Not all these need to be like a 6 degrees of separation where we have 5 or 6 multiple picks, multiple scenarios. This one here is so razor thin of actually potentially happening that it would have drastically altered the NFC, especially the NFC North, without a doubt. And that is, in 2016, the Green Bay Packers, in the 5th round of the draft, wanted to look at adding some speed at the wide receiver spot. They drafted Trevor Davis out of Cal at pick 163. Now, Trevor Davis, that's pretty much what he was known for, as a special teams guy with some good speed. Little did they know, 2 picks later, the Kansas City Chiefs drafted a troubled wide receiver out of West Alabama named Tyreek Hill. So what we are going to see is if the Green Bay Packers maybe had a little bit more of an open mind, wanted to get that redemption story on their roster, and instead of Trevor Davis, they had Mr. Tyreek Hill on their offense. I already know that that is a dream. Everyone, you know, Aaron Rodgers, one of the best deep balls in football, and the fact that Tyreek Hill could have very well been on the Green Bay Packers. You know, we're using the current roster, so they don't have Jordy Nelson. But I digress. Tyreek Hill, Randall Cobb, and Devontae Adams is utterly lethal at the wide receiver spot. So we're going to hop in a game. We're going to see what Tyreek looks like. And then ultimately we'll sim the season, see if Tyreek Hill leads the league in receiving yards, which he very well might. And see if we can make a nice little playoff run here with the Tyreek Hill Green Bay Packers. We're up on the 1 on our first drive. Of course, we're going up against the Seahawks, who, even though their Legion of Boom's kind of depleted, they're always pretty good in Madden. But let's try to feed it to Tyreek here. Come on, Tyreek, keep going across, keep going across. Oh, whatever! Goes to Tyreek. The defense was out on him. Jimmy Graham was just standing back there. It still worked out. Oh, come on! How's that? When has that ever happened? Well, I mean, he has had Alex Smith thrown to him, but when has Tyreek Hill ever been overthrown? Man, this Packers offensive line is strong. Very strong. Very, very strong. Oh, finally. Finally, Tyreek Hill can get loose from the worst offensive line I think I've ever played with and gets a big-time touchdown and a just embarrassing performance against the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, there we go. In the red zone, and Tyreek Hill just like that. Back-to-back quick touchdowns on Aaron Rodgers' 300 touchdown pass. We're trying to make it a little bit more respectable here. Oh, there we go. Hat trick for Tyreek. Beautiful. It's all garbage time points. It's all garbage time points. Doesn't matter. Still gonna help prove the point that they made a bad decision by not taking Tyreek Hill. Clearly. So as the game ends, we got bodied. We got bodied, but, you know, when you don't run the ball, that's kind of what happens. When you're down like 30 the whole game, you can't really run the ball. But 9 catches, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns for Tyreek Hill on the day, which is a great start to this experiment, if you will. So we're just going to pop out, sim the rest of the year, and just see how good Tyreek Hill can continue and maybe maintain this pace we set in Game 1. Alright, so in the Madden reality, we didn't make the playoffs, and Matt Stafford won the MVP award. So maybe it's better Tyreek Hill never did go to the Green Bay Packers, because it is just giving us some bad mojo here. 10-6, I mean, really competitive NFC North. 10-6 is not a terrible record, but I mean, for the Packers, you would expect a little bit better. Aaron Rodgers had a fine year. Devontae Adams of the team in catches and touchdowns, second in yards. That's pretty much right about where Tyreek Hill is going to be in his career. I always feel like that's what he's going to be. He's always going to be a big-time player, not a volume player. 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns for Tyreek. So comparing that to what he did as a rookie with the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, obviously the Chiefs in 2016, it was a little bit more what he brought on special teams. But for here, I mean, that's you know, pretty dangerous. Anytime that you can, within a Madden sim, have 3,000-yard receivers is pretty terrifying. And we also have to throw in the hypothetical that Jordy Nelson might still be on the Green Bay Packers during this experiment because they would have had Tyreek Hill on the same roster. So, I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those, like, you know, what one pick could alter the future. And then, you know, if Tyreek Hill got selected, would Davante Adams be the playmaker he would be? Would he have the opportunities, or would Tyreek's speed just kind of have Davante Adams struggling to develop? Let's see if we had him on special teams here. Tyreek and Randall Cobb. That's actually two pretty good special teamers. And, you know, yeah, not particularly. I guess when we take the all-purpose yards, all right, you take the all-purpose yards. That's 2,000 total yards for Tyreek Hill. All right, looking a little bit more impressive. 2,000 yards, 8 touchdowns for Tyreek. So that's pretty much where we're going to leave it here, guys. If you guys have any what-if draft scenarios, like I said, I have a big old list that I'm going to keep checking through. But, hey, don't ever feel afraid to leave a comment in the comment section about that, because it may be one I missed, overlooked, and I'll add it onto the list. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.